Hi, this is Jeff at Slavens Racing. This video is about how to change a countershaft seal. This is my KTM 300. This process also applies to crankshaft seals or other transmission seals, wheel seals, any type of seal replacement. So on countershaft seals on this particular bike, it's got a sleeve inside the seal. So you can usually grab those with your fingers and pull them out. If not, you can grab it with pliers and yank it out of there. And this inner spacer is flat on the outside. On the inside it has a machine section here for the O-ring. There's an O-ring inside there that I'll get out in a minute. And the tricky part is, one of the tricky parts is getting the old seal out. And they're in there pretty hard, but this tool makes it easy. This is a new tool that we sell. It's just called a seal puller. It's on our website. I don't know what it costs, but I know it's very inexpensive. And the newer ones have a round handle on them that have a little bit better grip than this. This is a very old one I've had for many years. So you can just stick the tip in there. Make sure you don't stick it in too far to where you gouge the case. Just stick it in enough to grab a hold of the seal. And then this has got a lot of leverage on it, so be careful. Don't really put a lot of force on it, because this should just pop right out of there. I'm kind of thinking maybe I've got it in too far, so I'm going to back off just a hair, and now it comes right out. So also in here is the O-ring I was mentioning. Need to get that out. Quite often it's just the O-ring that fails when you get an oil leak. Many times you don't really even need to change both, but it's hard to know which one's the problem. So you might as well just go for it. Change them out. These kits are very inexpensive. $16.95 for the entire kit. So from here it gets a little tricky getting the new seal in. These are a metal housing seal. The rubber ones, like primarily on Japanese bikes, tend to be a little easier to get in, but they also come out easier. They pop out on their own sometimes. These metal ones definitely don't do that, but they are trickier to get in, and if you get them started crooked, you will damage it taking it back out, and sometimes you'll damage it even trying to get it lined back up. So I'm going to try this with a socket first. This is a 32mm socket. It fits over here. I'm going to move the socket around because I can see that the seal's in quite a ways here, but not back here. So I'm going to move the socket more towards the back and tap on the back part of it. And now it's concerning me that it's getting bound up. So I'm going to change over to a new method. I'm going to use just a brass drift and a hammer. And now it popped out. These are not easy to change, sir. They're kind of tricky to get started. Once you get them started, then it's not bad. Alright, now it's cooperating a lot more. So it started straight. Got about an even amount sticking out all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and drive it in there. And then the next question would be, how far do you drive it in? Well, the factory one was flush. The seal is flush with the case, so I'm going to make this one flush. And it's a little bit hard to see with that big socket, so I'm going to go back to this method. And take your time. Slower is definitely faster on this process. You can hear that it's bottomed out on the case there. So now the seal's in. I forgot to put seal grease on there, and this is just a lightweight grease. So after I'm done with this video, I'll get a little tool and I'll put some grease inside of there. And then the kit comes with a new spacer, and like I said before, it's flat out here, and it's got a recessed area here for the O-ring. And the kit comes with two different thicknesses of O-rings. I'm not quite sure why. There must be some different thicknesses over the years. So just compare, keep your old one and measure it. And this one's 2 millimeters thick. that one's 2. This one's 2.4, so it's the thinner one. And sometimes if you have one that you put one of these in and it doesn't, and it still wants to leak on you a little bit, well then go to that thicker one to put more pressure on it. So just slide that over the shaft. You don't have to push it all the way in, because when you put the this inner bushing sleeve on there, it will push it in. And make sure that you have that recessed area towards the O-ring. And then be careful. I kind of rotate these, and having seal grease on there will help this part of it also, because it tends to want to fold the seal in, and you don't want that, because then the outer lip is going to be compromised. So just be careful that it doesn't fold it in. I kind of twist it as I put it in there, and you don't have to worry about it being bottomed or anything. It's going to line itself up when you get the sprocket on there. And then from there, you just you pull your chain forward and put the sprocket on, and then the kit also comes with a new countershaft clip. So that's really all there is to it. And we keep these kits in stock. If you have any questions, you can give a call to our staff at Slavens Racing, or you can purchase them online at slavensracing.com. Thank you very much.